Seems to me you lived your life like a Jupiter at night. It's presented on the internet before an audience live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jupiter at Night. My name is Chris.
My name is Jeremy.
Yo there, J-Man.
Hi.
Hey. So tonight's episode really kicks off a whole week of things, and we got a couple of different threads going on. The first is the big news. We're kicking off a transition this week. Jupiter at Night is just about to hit its year mark, and, well, we've decided to make a few changes here at the network that we'll be rolling out over this next week. You might have noticed some of them, and we'll kind of recap them for you in this episode, kind of bring you up to speed on some of the things that we've been deliberating behind the scenes, sort of discussing as the whole team trying to figure out.
And some of the dedicated live stream members might already know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Because, hey, we talk.
We brainstorm right in front of the whole internet, so a lot of this is already out in the open.
Because when are we not in front of the internet?
Exactly. It's the best time. It's kind of just how it works. Anyways, this will be the last week of Jupiter at Night, at least in its current form. It's, like I said, almost a year old, but we've decided to sort of take some of the best elements from Jupiter at Night and move them out into their own show. And you've probably noticed things like we've just launched a new show called Tech Snap. And we really look at that as the best tech elements from Jupiter at Night and some of our other things come together, and you have a whole show that's really focused and dedicated to tech. I mean, like, we really go in depth.
Not just the content-wise, but you and Alan are incredibly well-versed on the subject matter itself. So it comes across as just listening to two guys that know what they're talking about, instead of having me around dragging you down.
I don't know. I mean, we've also launched The Morgue, your new show that focuses on the MMO industry as a whole. And this has sort of been like you take the gaming aspect of Jupiter at Night and you extract that out, and now you've got a whole show dedicated to really your strong suit.
Yeah. And if you guys have watched the live stream at all, you know that basically the entire post show has, by and large, focused on that content.
Yeah, it really has. And so the last thing that we're sort of announcing now that you haven't actually seen yet, unless you've caught it when we were pre-producing on the live stream, is a new show called SciBite that we'll be launching actually this Wednesday.
Tomorrow, depending
on when you're watching this. It'll be Wednesday, May 25th. And SciBite is the best science elements from Wednesdays that we've had with Mars Base. Her and J-Man here have started a new show, and they go really in-depth on science topics. So we've taken sort of what we kind of consider the three premier aspects of Jupiter Night that we focused on the most, breaking them out in their own shows where they get even more expansion, even more coverage. And that does leave some holes, but we'll talk about those in the future, you know, specifically like movies and comics and things like that. But we'll talk about that more later.
Yeah.
The main thing is we really think this is going to be a great thing because, A, these shows are, for us, a little more sellable to advertisers because they know what they're getting.
Exactly. That's been one of the primary fallbacks of Jupiter at Night, if you want to call it that. Kind of a drawback is that when we try to pitch it to somebody, we try to tell them what the content is, and it's like, it's very hard to nail it down.
No, that's not the main issue. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't have gone for a year. I mean, we knew that going into it, so that wasn't the main deciding factor. But it's important as we try to look at ways to turn this into a living.
Well, especially right now when we've been trying so hard to make this a full-time
exactly.
real business.
Exactly. Now, the other thing, though, is we actually think it's just going to be better content-wise because you guys will know what you're getting. One of the things you might not really realize about Jupiter Night is because you don't see all the back-end numbers is Jupiter Night does a lot of ups and downs and ups and downs. Like, one of the things we're going to talk about today is we're going to update you on Minecraft. Super popular series of shows.
We've already done two separate episodes on it, and both of those have, over time, become some of the more popular episodes we've ever done. Yeah,
so there's high moments and there's low moments, and we understand that you don't always know what Jupiter at Night's about. It's sort of a grab bag.
And the people that might enjoy hearing about Minecraft might not enjoy hearing about all the sciencey stuff that we've talked about, but the exact opposite may be true as well. Yeah. So why not deliver exactly what the user wants and tell them up front what it's going to be? And
of course, things are never quite set in stone. We have some future plans that we'll share with you that maybe sort of addresses some of the middle ground here. But overall, the response to Tech Snap and The Morgue so far has been awesome.
I'm kind of blown away.
We're really excited. Yeah, seriously. And we've already shot the first episode of SciBite, and that looks like it's going to be a great show. And we both love Mars Base, so we know that's going to be something you guys will love.
And so does the internet.
Yeah, the internet.
Who doesn't love a nerdy girl talking about science?
Now, so that's that, and we'll cover more details if you guys have questions throughout the week because we wanted to give you the whole week to sort of process and ask your questions, and we'll address those things as the week goes forward. But we thought sort of the best way to spend this last week of Jupiter Night in its current form would be to look back at our more popular topics, and why not start with Minecraft.
Why not?
All right, J-Man. So I think our first Minecraft episode was back in November of last year?
It was hella old.
Well,
this is before. We're still before the game launched, but this was before like when it was just starting to become an internet phenomenon. They haven't even made 1 million box sales yet.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And the funny thing was this kind of struck us by surprise because it was something we'd heard about and we'd seen they'd built that Enterprise ship, and that was neat and definitely got my interest.
Yeah.
But what we didn't appreciate is just arbitrarily we threw up a Minecraft server, mc.jupitercolony.com.
Yeah.
And we just did not even have any expectation of the fact that thing would just blow up.
I figured it was just going to be like me and 3 or 4 other people on the server just kind of dinking around and showing off what we could build to one another.
Now, it was a huge success, and there's still people in there playing, and we're still doing stuff with that server. And
I'm not sure if anybody in the chat room right now is still a dedicated member of that server, but I would probably estimate we've had more than 60, maybe even more than 80 different unique people log into that server and build their own homes, make their own projects.
I think at one point it was over 100 people that were on there, and it's kind of, as the game has petered a bit, but it's still in there pretty good.
Now, old people stop playing. I don't go on our server anymore because I've got better games. Games. I love Minecraft, but it's just so time consuming.
Actually, one of the things that might get me playing Minecraft more is there's been pretty recent news that Minecraft is officially coming to mobile, starting with Android.
That news actually just came out within the last day or two.
Yeah, on today, on May 24th, at least according to this news article.
Awesome.
Yeah, so how about
Look at us being timely.
Hey, there you go. The downside is unless you have a Sony Ericsson PlayStation Xperia, or that new. Have you seen that Android phone?
That's the one with the two.
It looks like
controllers on there.
It looks like a
PSP.
Yeah. And so Minecraft is going to be exclusive on that first, then to the other devices.
But if they can develop it for that, which is an Android platform, doesn't it theoretically mean that you could make it work on other Android devices?
Oh yeah, I think it will. Yeah. What's interesting is Notch in here, the creator of Minecraft, says that he recognizes that when you're playing on smartphones, you'll have different screen sizes compared to PCs, different hardware, of course, and different attention spans. Thus, a game needs to be customized to fit mobile specifications. Makes you wonder, are they going to change the game up a bit?
They'll probably have to on some level. It's interesting that he actually made note of attention spans because that's a market truth.
Oh, dude, is it ever? I mean, I play mobile games for a fraction of the time I play full desktop
maybe
games.
30 seconds.
Well, sometimes. It depends.
That's me.
Really?
Yeah.
It depends on the
browser games and stuff like that. I mean, I'll fire them up for maybe 30 seconds while waiting for a download or something else.
I think of mobile games more along Minecraft of things like on the iPad, for example, a Monkey Island. A little more in depth, but again, probably the longest I've ever played an iPad game solid is an hour. At the most. Where I've done all night bingers on PC games.
Sure.
So there's the attention span thing. Of course, there's just a lot more content there too.
Well, yeah, but I think it's savvy to note that there is a very difference in the way that you have to market your game and build your game.
Hey, do you know much about the announcement of the fact that they're adding this, at least once it launches, they're going to add Skyrealm to Minecraft?
This looks like something that's kind of an analogous to the Nether realm that was introduced.
So this isn't like building in the clouds? Because you guys have done that on the Minecraft server now. You
can build up all the way in the clouds, but this is actually just a new separate realm, and they haven't said how you'll access it with no ground. There's no ground.
So you have to build the ground.
You are literally in the air.
Wow.
And it sounds like, just like the Nether has been compared to hell, this will be compared to heaven. So now there's both different realms coming to Minecraft.
So we have also a tentative launch date for Minecraft.
I think it's pretty set in stone. The tentative part about this is that, first of all, November 11th, 2011, 11. They've pretty much set that in stone. That's when they're going to officially launch Minecraft. First of all,
I know another secret title that's aiming for an 11/11/11 release.
Really?
There must be something about that date, yeah.
Well, it's 11/11/11.
I guess so.
First of all, this game has not launched yet.
I know,
they're over the $2.2 million sale.
It's not even 1.0 yet.
No. So I think it might be 1.0 now.
Oh, is it?
But it hasn't released.
I thought it wasn't going to be 1.0 until it released. I thought that was the thing.
I thought it was too, but I think they're on 1.04 or something.
Well, they should be by now.
1.4, yeah.
1.4, okay, yeah. 1.4, yeah. Oh, yeah, it says right here, Minecraft Beta 1.4, yep.
Yeah.
So they're talking about a full-on party down in Las Vegas.
Minecraft Con. They're talking about coming to Vegas and taking over the convention center.
Talk about a great idea. I mean, it's going to be super, super nerdy and super awesome. If you're into Minecraft, and plus there's this, a 2.2 million, is that a dollar amount or is that total sales?
That's total number of sales.
Wow.
Yeah, which each one has been I think it's either $10 or $15 depending on when you purchased it. That's a lot of money.
That's so. I mean, if you even got a few thousand. Well, no, for a whole con, you'd need quite a bit. But if you had 10,000 of those 2.2 million people show up, you could have something happen there.
Absolutely.
That's neat. All right, what else? What else have we got?
Well, let's talk about a couple of the big features that have come recently to Minecraft, because these are things that you should know about if you've been interested in playing the game and there were big stumbling blocks.
Yeah.
I think one of the primary ones is a lot of people that first get into the game don't know what to do with themselves. When they first step into the world, they're kind of like, well, this is blocky.
Especially
what do I do?
Especially if you jump into like the main game and not
an online server where people can guide you along.
For me, I got into the main game and thought, this not for me.
Right. Well, now they've added achievements.
Oh.
Which are set up in such a way that they actually lead you down a story sort of thing, like set you up on what you need to do next
to
progress
exactly
in the
what I
game.
need.
They've been added or are coming in the very near future.
So they're going to help connect the dots for me, huh?
Yeah. Also, they're implementing maps, which I have been so anxious to have maps. And these actually, you can hold them in your character's hand as you walk around, and they unlock the fog of war on the front of them.
Because before, the whole terrain is completely randomly generated by the computer, right?
Right. But as you go along with these maps, here's a shot of one.
Check that out. I love it.
And as you go along, it actually unlocks.
It unfades the map. Now, do you know, is it still generating the terrain? It's just showing it to you now?
Yeah, it shows it on your map as it generates it, basically.
Cool. Okay. So, that's better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, before, quite literally, like the best option I think we had was we set up our Minecraft public server to take these massive world screenshots.
Yeah.
And they were so big that you could zoom in and then use that as a map, but that would be way better.
Yeah.
That would be way easier.
There are also like sites that'll take your server data and put it into a Google Map API and stuff like that, which are kind of cool, but then it also means having to tab out to try and find out. I just knocked my water off the table. Now, to try and find out where you are in the world.
Notch here has a Tumblr blog, notch.tumblr.com, and he actually says, to speak to the 1.0 issue, he actually says 1.6 of the beta is coming out later this week. So that would be this week.
Oh, and that's when they're adding the maps.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And a bunch of bugs. Look how long this bug fix list is.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. So big Minecraft update coming. Now, those just auto-download, right? It has a patcher.
I'm pretty sure, yes. When you launch into the game, you can hit the patch button and do it.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I honestly have not played in a few months, so I'm not
there's
sure.
one more thing that I think is really important to people that are either fans of indie gaming or fans of Minecraft in particular.
Oh,
that is that Notch has come out and Mojang has made a specific... Mojang is the company that he runs that makes... have specific rules on modding and making additions to the game, which includes releasing the open source code.
Well, kind of. That was interesting, right? He kind of put his foot in his mouth, right? Because he said you'd have to pay $5 to get access to the code, and then the people blew up over that.
The internet melted over it.
Yeah.
I mean...
And then he's, all right, it's free. All right, it's free, you guys. Can
I get back to making the game now? Just quiet. Have it.
Now, is he actually giving the source code away, or is he just giving them like license so people can build mods? Because the mod community...
It's unclear. Some of the articles that I've read actually say that he's releasing the source code because you need that in order to be able to make working mods.
Yeah.
But I don't really know if that's more of just a permission to deconstruct the client rather than an actual source code.
And isn't there also the stipulation that you're not allowed to sell them commercially, these mods? But they retain the option to possibly license it from you if it's particularly awesome?
That's true. That is absolutely true.
Now, there's mods like I've talked to Rikai in our chat room who runs our Minecraft server, and he said, there's mods you can make you fly. There's all kinds of mods that are already out there now. So people are accomplishing this without source code, I guess, but they can also be extremely buggy.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Now... I guess that leaves me to, unless there's something else you want to touch on, because I thought the whole merchandise aspect that's come out of all this has been kind of fascinating.
No, let's talk about
I don't want to step on it. All right, now,
go for it.
You guys know, actually, hey, dude, check this out.
What?
Wearing a Think Geek shirt right now.
That blue one?
Yeah, this 42
it's
shirt.
Really nice shirt.
Thank you. Well, it's like...
wait, no, this is too.
Is it really? No kidding.
Completely forgot.
Right. Yeah, that's right. I was wondering. We both are huge Think geeks, and they have a Minecraft section now on their website. Apparently, a Firefly section too. Check out this Minecraft foam.
Unfortunately, that is the only item.
It's out of stock.
It's out of stock.
I know, but it's awesome. You know, it's going to come back in stock. Look at this thing. Look how it looks like an 8-bit pick in real life, but they have all kinds of great stuff, including the Minecraft USB desktop portal and also some awesome shirts.
I love that Minecraft sheet magnet set.
Magnets?
I think I would be tempted to get that.
Or it's the 8-bit block. Oh, how cool would it be to put this on the fridge?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, just a shameless plug, we will have a link in the show notes that if you follow through that link, we get a commission on the sale. But that's just a shameless plug because the stuff's all awesome.
It doesn't cost you anything extra, so if you want some Minecraft swag.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a couple other things I do want to mention, just because Minecraft has been such a major boon to the indie gaming industry.
Right?
I have decided to take it upon myself to give you guys a couple more recommendations. That if you like Minecraft, if you're into the whole indie gaming thing, you might potentially like this.
Lay it on us, J-Man.
One of these is called Spy Party, which I actually got a chance to check out at PAX this last year, and it was pretty fun.
Wow, good memory.
Yeah. And but they're coming out with kind of a similar buy-in to beta deal as to what Minecraft launched with, where the game is really cheap right now, and if you buy into this and you live with the bugs and the lack of thorough development that it's got right now because it's in beta, you can, when the game launches, you'll be getting a much cheaper version of the game because the launch version will be in essence free.
So in the video version, we're watching a screenshot and it looks like what? Somebody's spying on people through binoculars?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's very much a social game. It's not very action-oriented, but it's really interesting the way that they set the whole thing up.
And Mac users will be happy to note that that the beta, while PC only, they say they have plans to add a Mac version eventually.
That'll be cool.
You know, you always hear that, though. I mean, how many times?
You do hear it a lot these days.
Yeah, you always hear that.
Especially early in development.
Right.
Now, the other game I want to mention is actually starting to kind of blow up right now on Steam, and this might be one of those next kind of indie darlings.
It looks almost the most like Minecraft, right?
Well, a lot of the name of the game is Terraria, and a lot of the aspects of the game, including like chopping down trees and then using the wood to build things and to craft, that all is very similar to Minecraft. But the very big difference that's important to note here is that it's two-dimensional. It's a side-scrolling platform.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got. I see.
So that guy's chopping down a tree.
Yeah.
But now, just like in Minecraft, the entire world is procedurally generated, and just like in Minecraft, there are multiplayer capabilities.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm. Really.
So, like, here's a shot. Now, so theoretically, these two guys could be working on this block of land.
They could be helping to build that thing together. And that tunnel that he built his house over might be something that he dug himself.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That is so neat.
Or he could have just decided to put his house on top of it because it was a neat tunnel.
Well, and not that you couldn't do that in Minecraft, because honestly, some of the coolest things in Minecraft on our server were the group projects.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have a partial soft spot for the Lotso Palace.
Right.
The guys on the Lotso show got together and just made this humongous
It started off as a crater.
Yeah.
Because I gave Alan a whole bunch of TNT.
Yeah, so they blew a hole in the ground, and then they literally built up this massive underground fortress with this huge fortress on top of it, too.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool, and then it said Lotso in the side, which was really neat.
Yeah, and there's been other great projects on our home server.
Yeah.
If you're interested, go over to Jupiter Colony. We have a Minecraft sub-forum where the guys out there can help you get set up with access, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, of course,
side note, Rikai, our moderator for our Minecraft, he says he highly recommends Terraria if you like Minecraft.
Oh, I don't have a shot for Rikai there. I had my Rikai shots turned off. Now, I guess we'll just kind of leave it at, now we know at the beginning of this, so we kind of dropped a bomb on you, but, just to recap, all of these changes, what it's going to end up in is actually more shows. We're going to have, instead of having Jupiter at night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the way it'll work out is the morgue will be, actually, TechSnap comes out on Mondays now. So TechSnap's out on Mondays. Tuesdays is Stoked. Wednesdays is SciBite. Thursdays is nothing at the moment. Fridays is nothing at the moment yet. Saturday's the morgue. And then Sunday is the Linux Action Show. Those are all the release dates. If you want to see when they're live, just go over to jupiterbroadcasting.com/calendar because we're doing all of the shows live now.
We've already set up our calendar with the current filming times. So if you want to catch them live,
you totally can. And we love it when you join us in the chat room. So at the end, the net result is it's going to be just more shows, and we're not even done yet. We just don't want to talk about more until we have it all ready, but we're really, you guys, honestly, this is something we've deliberated about, something we've talked about a lot internally. We really know that we want to accomplish something big here, and I think these next shows are the step in that direction, and they're, honestly, I'm really proud of them.
I think that's important to dwell on the fact that this is a step in a direction.
Yeah.
This is not a final result of our grand master plans.
No.
We always want to see what happens when we take the first step, though.
Yeah. And honestly, it's given us sort of a new energy because they're turning out really well because we're just able to build on the experience of Jupiter at Night. The thing that Jupiter at Night taught us was really you had to rapid produce, had to sit down at 8 p.m. every single night, at least Tuesday through Thursday, and then turn a show around within about an hour, and then also be ready for the next day.
And not just that, but all the behind-the-scenes, specifically research.
Yeah.
Doing Jupiter at Night with doing a different topic 3 times every week has really helped just make us entirely better.
Yeah, a little more got our Google Foo increased by X, and it's been pretty good.
And not only that, but it's also made us get in touch with community members that we've. It has overall just
been awesome.
Massively increased our community involvement.
And these new shows are going to do that to a whole new level. Plus, what we have in the future is going to be exciting, and I just can't wait to tell you guys all about it. But let us know your questions and your thoughts. Just leave us a comment wherever you're watching this. We're going to be observing all of the feedback this week, and then talking and touching on different points that you guys bring up throughout the week. And if you'd like to join us live and celebrate the last week of Jupiter Night with us, head over to jblive.tv at 8 p.m. Pacific. And actually, really, tomorrow, if you tune in around 6 p.m. Pacific, you can catch the live recording of SciBite. Is it 6 or 7?
It's 6 o'clock right now.
Yeah,
I think we may be shifting that a bit.
So and then we just roll from that into Jupiter Night, so you get to sit down and watch a nice block. Now, actually, tomorrow night's a great night. It's like ladies' night at Jupiter Broadcasting. It really is, because you have SciBite with Mars Base, right, and then you got us two ugly lugs for one show in between, and then my wife comes out and does the faux show, which is a live stream with benefits, and it's a fun night because it's just awesome all through, and you actually get to see some ladies on the internet, which is always nice.
Yeah,
they actually exist.
Yeah, they do.
Or they're amazing at faking it. Either way, I'm happy. I'll take it.
You're married to one of them.
Hey, dude, she could be amazing at faking it. I mean, I know I got 2 kids. I know, but dude, committed to faking. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying if I put my mind to it, I might be able to get pregnant. Why not?
Sure.
Right?
Mind over matter.
There you have it. All right, everyone. Well, thanks so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of Jupiter at Night, and we'll see you tomorrow night.